Hello everyone, my name is Karim. I'm senior lighting artist at Ubisoft. And today I'm gonna show you the easy way to light your interior scene in very simple step and how you can turn your light from this to this. Okay, so there is many things we're gonna learn it today, and to be honest, it's very simple. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I will hide all of the light and I will create a new level, and let's say this test. Drag it and drop here in level. If you didn't find level menu, you can find it in window and level. All right, so this is the first step. The second step, I'm gonna add the post processing. Why? Because I want to set up the exposure and the lumen and everything. So here, post processing, search for infinity, and then exposure. From exposure, I will turn on auto exposure, and from min and max, put this one like a default value, right? Then we will search for lumen, turn on lumen. We'll keep all the setting as a default. Here, just turn on high quality translucence if it's needed. But other than that, we are good to go. The second step, I am gonna add the skylight, and this is the first mistake there is many artists they did in their work. They always forget to add the visual ambience or the global ambience, and that can cause some very dark shadow, bad area. But if you set up your global ambience, believe me, you will get very nice lighting mode. So I will add skylight in the scene. Let's add skylight. Just press here. All right, so now we have skylight. And from here, we'll change this specific cube map and we can get something maybe like this. Now, as you can see, everything is dark. Why? Because the skylight can't cast shadow in the interior scenes or cast light in the interior scene. But what I'm gonna do, I will put this value on 1.5, and there is very good option if you are using Unreal 5 0.4 or 0.5. You can search for leaking, and here this is a very good option. I'm always use it. If we put this value on 1, now we get some light leaking from the skylight. All right, but this value is too strong, so I will put on 0.2. We just need to get some nice lighting in the scene. All right, so if we go back here, we can change. Maybe we can take something like this to just have some global ambience. Okay, so if you can take a look here, the top, it's very dark. Why? Because in the skylight there is nice option, it's called lower is solid color. So if we turn this off, this is also another option. Maybe many of you never know about this, but this option, if you turn it off, you can get some light leaking also on the ceiling. But you can keep it this on, but just change the dark to just have something like this. So now in as a real life, we have to get some nice bounced light on the ceiling. So now this area is not dark anymore. So we can just put this value. Now everything looks solid. Okay. So the second step, we're gonna try to find a good way to put the directional light. So we set up everything now, the post processing and also the global ambience. So I will add direction light to the scene, and we'll try to find a good direction. So for me, I will try to find maybe this way. To just get some nice lighting. But before we continue, I would like to add the exponential fog. Let's put this value on 0.1 maybe, and turn on the volumetric fog. From the volumetric fog, we can increase the value to 1.5, and here we will keep it 0.2. And let's go back to the directional light, and I just need to get some nice direction to get some shadow. Okay, I will try to keep the directional light in this position, maybe because I just need to focus on the main shape here. Okay, so let's put this as is, and maybe we can add some indirect light intensity, maybe 2. So now we have the global shape, but how we can turn our shape from this one to this? So let's go back and search for post-processing, and from the post-processing I will go down, and we can turn temperature and tint. I want to get some warm and blue effect. So I will put this 5300, and from the tint maybe we can get some greenish effect. Okay, contrast, add some contrast. And if we go down in the mid-tone, here is the trick. We can just move the slider to get this mood. Now we get some nice cold and warm effect. But how we can get the warm effect and what we can do in this place? The first thing, as a lighter, you have to focus on the main shape. What is the main shape? We need to isolate this big shape from the background. Is that correct? So what we can do, I can just add spotlight and put the spotlight near to this dragon statues, and put this, for example, 1000, and extend the radius. From here I just need to make this, the volumetric is 0. Now you can see some nice rim light, because to isolate any shape from the background, you can add the rim light. Okay, so now the rim light, it's make some nice little highlight, so it's gonna isolate this shape from the background. We can definitely use it here also with some lower. You see, now we can really see the gold here, and another one there, but we will try to move it away. All right, and from here I will also add another one, but with different color. So let's say we can even keep it like this, but I would like to just put some bluish effect. All right, so something like this to just get some nice reflection on the shape. So now we have this, the main structure for the lighting. I will add another light to try to highlight this shape as much as I can, because I want to make this place like a gold effect. I need to make this visible. So what we can do, we can use the same light direction and just add it here, but I will reduce the cone effect to just get this nice lighting. You see the difference between, if we hide this light, the difference between this and this, there is big difference, right? So also I will take another one to highlight the background. So I need to get very low intensity light here, maybe 700, because also the ceiling is very important and the columns to make this visible. So what we trying to do, just try to find a good spot to add your spotlight to light your scene with a good value. It's not necessary to add it here, but I think another one here. No, let's keep the shadow play. So what I feel now, it looks nice, but I want to bring more reflection on the scene. So I can add point light and let's put it near to this place and put this value on 0, and let's put this 3000. With something like this, you see there is boom from here, from this to this. So we just bring some nice reflection, but in the meantime, I need to keep the key light because this area, it's mean for me the key light. If we check here, we have something with nice look. All right, so now we need to light this way, okay, the whole way. So we can add point light also. I will try to avoid any light near to this place, but maybe we can put 2 here on the side, but let's put this here first, and maybe this 2500. And from the source radius, we need some soft shadow. Yeah, 3000. And we can maybe just 1 for now. Another one here, but we need to avoid any highlight or overexposure because we need to keep focus on the main structure there. So let's put this value on maybe 10, and we can add one in the between to just get this nice rim light, but here I will put this value on 0. So now we have nice light effect. Maybe this value, let's put it on 300 and 3 or 4 to get some nice fog effect. All right, and I will take the same one, I will put it here. And we'll see where we can do here also. So if we check this one, now we have this nice lighting. You see, now we start to get some nice cinematic, and to be honest, I didn't play it on the post-processing. So what we can do also, we can take this one and put in the middle here to get some nice reflection, but let's change the temperature. So if we check that, what is missing now, you see this column also, we need to highlight this column to just get some nice rim light. So we can definitely just extend this one, or we can take another one point light, or you can put spotlight, for example. Okay, so it's up to you. but with point light I feel it much better. We just need very low intensity here, so it's better than this, you see. So that's all we need. Now if I go back to the directional light and try to find another good spot, maybe here you see now we get some nice highlight on the stairs, and even this area, it looks way better. So you always try to find a good place, but I don't like to put it in this area or from the back. So from the side, it always makes sense for me. This light, I can make a highlight on the king chair, because we definitely need to highlight this, but with a small radius. Yeah, you see, if we turn this off and bring this on again, so now we have this nice light effect. So what I'm seeing now, for me it looks, the base structure for the lighting, it looks nice. We have a nice balance between the shadow and the contrast and the background. We made nice isolate between the elements. We can still focus on this way. So if we check this light and put this maybe in a bit bluish and make it 1500, because I need to keep focus on this one here. We can get some nice soft shadow here. It's a bit hard shadow, so here maybe, yeah, maybe something between. Yes, for me that's make more sense. So now we can go back to the, for example, plume, add some plume effect. It's very important also to add details, maybe 1.1. If you feel there is too much highlight, but I feel that's fine, the highlight, it looks okay for now. We can start to change something in the post-processing. Yeah, from the purple to some greenish to get some nice cinematic. Yeah, something greenish like this. And go back here and let's see what we can do with gain effect. Do we really need to change too much? Maybe we can get some bluish to match for something like Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones mode, it's always like this. You see here it's bit blue, yellowish. So now we have some nice mixing between the bluish and the gold effect. Other than that, I feel everything looks fine. Maybe we can check something here. Just trying, yeah, film gain, grain, put this value in 0.5. And chromatic, for sure, we didn't add chromatic yet, 0.3. Sometimes I would like to add some dirt effect. It's bringing more realism to the scene, to be honest, but it's okay. I think we can keep it like this. I just need to check the light that come from, oh, this is the directional light, all right. So sorry. So boom, you see, we have even have a mood better than this one. So in the end we got this one. So for me this more cinematic. We can really telling the story. So we have nice reflection. So if we, yeah, you see we can get also one here to just highlight this part, make it more visible. In the back, for the fog effect, no, that's too much. We can get some nice dizziness effect, but I feel that's here, to be honest, it's more cinematic. So if we just bring this up, you see here, but I would like to keep the structure of the lighting visible, and everything can be visible from this view, from this angle. So it's not necessary, to be honest, to light the background, because the background is dark, and here we have the more focus. I just need to see if this really necessary. Maybe we can try to add 1 point light, and I may also say is not with, don't try to add too much light. It's important to make balance between the light and the scene itself. So yeah, I just need to see if it's really necessary to add the light or here or not, but I don't think it's necessary for me to add it. Even these two, yeah, it's better to remove it. So I don't like to keep them. So if we remove it now, we have this shape. This shape, it's called the V shape, and it's very important for you to understand the shape language. What is the shape language? Every shape in the real life has language. So what I'm also trying to do to keep everything with the light, keep the same V shape. So if we take a screenshot from this one and add it in Photoshop. So if we turn on this one, or we can draw line, this 45-degree, and if we other direction, so you see we have this V shape. So the light and structure and everything, we keep the same way for the light position. So here it's going to the same direction, all the lights going to the same direction, except the directional light. Why? Because I need to get some variation or to break the symmetrical of this scene, because everything here is symmetrical. So the left side like the right side. So if you do the same with the light, you will break the sense of the art. So you always need to break the symmetrical even with the light. So with the directional light we do this. So if I put the light from the back, it's gonna be looks very bad. So that's it. There is nothing much we did in the scene. For sure you can start to highlight your scene. For example, if you have this one, you can add huge spotlight maybe 2000. You can add one like this one and just put the value 350. But for sure don't do this. So I just want to show you what you, oh. So, but yeah, you can just start to add some light, but don't try to do this. But what I can really do, and that's what I always prefer, we can add some indirect lights from the bottom. And also it depends on the direction, on the art direction. So you have to discuss this with your art director and see what you can do. But if we add something like this, you see, we get this nice effect. It's not necessary for now to add it, so we can just start to put some indirect light, and you can highlight these statues, you can put light there, so you can do whatever you want. But in the end, if you are focused on this area, we have this nice light effect. So even here you see the visual looks very nice, and is exactly what we was looking for. So that's all you need to light your interior scene. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to share this video and leave your comments. And if you really need anything or any help lighting, don't hesitate to contact me anytime. Thanks for watching and see you in next video. Bye bye.